In this video essay I will be discussing how video games effectively convey fear among players. I'll be using my own primary research and secondary research to back up my arguments. From Wired.com, a user writes, "Scary video games help me cope with my fears about reality." They say that since they were young, they have always been interested in haunting and unsettling games like Little Nightmares, despite them having a fear of the dark. They continue saying, "It isn't just escapism, comfort or feelings of control that push me toward playing video games to deal with my fears about reality. I think it's closer to exposure therapy." This argument holds up. A user from Quora says, "Compared to horror movies, where you only watch as a viewer, not a participant in fear, video games put you right in the centre of the fear. This means that you need less of video games to desensitize yourself to your fear. This has been used a lot as an effective form of aversion therapy. Games can contribute to this fear desensitizer using many different methods. A common and relatable example of this is the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. The creator, Scott Cawthon, uses a plentiful amount of jump scares throughout the franchise to invoke fear into the player base. Over time, these once terrifying and unexpected jump scares will become predictable and annoying. The player will, over time, find the scares less and less scary as they become increasingly desensitized to them. This desensitization of the fear in players can be applied to many other fears abused in horror games. In a survey I conducted about the topic of video games invoking fear into players, an answer I got from said survey was such. The demo game PT uses environment and sound to invoke fear into players. As the game goes on, the setting the player is in slowly and gradually distorts more and more, conveying a suspenseful and foreboding feeling amongst players. A feeling that something is going to happen. The game also uses sound/ambience to intimidate and leave the players creeped out, as well as unsettling music playing in the background, making them anticipate a scare more and more. The game then betrays instincts players have by scaring them when they least expect a scare to happen. In conclusion, video games use a variety of devices to create a sense of fear in players. Upon further research, you can find plenty of ways game developers can convey feelings over to their player bases. Audio design, lighting, environments and enemy design can all be used to invoke fear and tension. By using these devices, research shows that game designers can create immersive and interactive horror experiences that keep players on the edges of their seat.